Hey y'all, I'm Andrea and welcome back to VW Family Farm. I wanted to do this kind of as a follow-up video. I've done several videos about how to be successful on your farm or homestead, how to make money, all those types of videos. But what I'm about to share with you today has been on my heart and on my mind, and I think is the #1 thing to be successful on your homestead, your farm, or just in life in general. So before I get into that and get ahead of myself, let's back up just a little bit, and I want to tell you a little bit about how our YouTube channel came to be. A few years ago, I believe it was the end of 2017, beginning of 2018, a video came out from Jake at White House on the Hill. And it was the top so many videos of the previous year. And the video that stood out to me the most was Cog Hill's I Can video.
And then fear and doubt set in. And you start questioning things. See, that fear and that doubt's gonna come creeping in and tell you you can't. And then they start trying to knock those hats off. Or they stop you from putting another one on. You can't make it because you're gonna fail. You know what? You dang right I failed. I failed my first year, second year, third year, and so on and so on. And I'm gonna keep on failing. But when you fall, you got to get up, and when fear and doubt start trying to kick you when you're down, you just get up, wipe the dirt off yourself, and get back at it. The thing I learned my first year homesteading is I can.
I loved that video. I love hype videos. I love people that just are like a hype team and get you all motivated, and that was just the beginning for me. I've told y'all before, Emily wanted to do a YouTube channel. She was little at the time, and she used to watch a lot of slime making videos and kids that had gone like viral, and she wanted to do something like that. And that is when I said, okay sis, I will help you. We'll do a YouTube channel, but it's gonna be about our life and about farming. And we can all do it. We made a pact from the get-go. We were a team. So as long as you worked at it and you wanted to be part of the team and put in effort to make this YouTube channel a success, anything that came of it would be all 4 of ours. We made that pact from the get-go. It still remains in place today. So when we were thinking about the inspiration behind this video that I'm about to make, we couldn't leave that out. And we reached out to Jason at Cog Hill Farm to ask if we could use a clip of the I Can video. And he actually sent us a message back.
Hey guys, I am just lost for words, really. I really am. That video is crazy how that video is almost 5 years old. And still to this day, I get messages and comments all the time about how that video inspired somebody, and it just really warms my heart. I can't tell y'all how much this means to me. Thank you guys so much, and everybody else out there that video is touched. I mean, it makes my year. Thank you guys.
So that video was a catalyst for us. That gave us the confidence that we needed to know, you know what, we can do this. There is other people out there like us, because we were already trying to grow food at that point, but we didn't know all of you guys even existed, that there was this whole movement of people to get back to the farm life and to get back to growing your own food. Or if you don't have the ability, to supporting local and all those different things. You guys are just amazing, and I'm so thankful you were brought into our lives. But in this video, I really want to share with you the #1 thing I think has carried us through the last 3 or 4 years of trying to build this farm and homestead into what it is today, and where we hope it will go in the future, and how to do that on a budget, debt-free, and not just be such a financial burden. And the #1 thing that I think you need to be successful in building a farm or homestead, or really anything in life, is hard work. And that can be hard work physically, mentally. It can be just putting a plan in place and having the mental toughness to stick to it, whether that's a budget, whether that could be anything that you're wanting to accomplish in life. Hard work will get you very far. And this right here is where it all began. This is how our farm started growing and took off. It was lots of hours in this milk barn. This is my milk stall. That's my little stanchion where they eat and I milk them. I milked all I could. I've had multiple milk cows over the years, but I started with just one. It was all we could afford, and it was all we could afford. I mean, it put us in a strap to even get one cow, but we utilized it to the best of our potential. We took care of her, and I milked for us, cut way down on our grocery bill, and I milked for other people, and I sold it. And that is what helped us get a start. That is what bought our feed for not only the cow, but for most all of our animals from me milking. And I didn't even milk 7 days a week, but I was dedicated, and I found customers, and I tried not to let them down. Even if things came up, I tried to adjust my schedule and keep their milk to where they got milk every single week, and that just paid untold dividends. It gave us the start we needed to start building some animals on this farm to then turn into profit and keep this ball rolling. We've took trips an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours away sometimes to get animals that were an absolute bargain that could start generating revenue for us. We drove an hour and a half and bought a lot of these chickens for 25 cents a piece, but that also meant we went into a big, nasty, smelly chicken house and literally caught them by hand, all 4 of us and the kids, and that gave us a start on selling eggs and making some profit that then we could turn around and put right back into the farm. Almost every time for the past like 9 years now that we've made a little bit of money, it goes right back into the farm, and we usually don't even pay ourselves back. It goes back in the farm, and we try to build something else. Same thing with these pigs here. We were able to drive a little bit, put in a little work and time, and get a really great deal on some pigs that then we can turn around and turn into really great meat, pretty much by just putting in time and hard work. And finally, back here at this schooner, this is our first year to go really big for us on meat chickens, broilers. We raised 1,200 this year. That's way more than we've ever done in one summer before. And this schooner right here is another example of how hard work paid off. You've heard the saying, buy used and save the rest, and that's exactly what we did on this. It took a lot of what I'll call sweat equity, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on this project as well, but we got the frame of this thing for next to nothing. You can see it's literally a greenhouse frame. Someone ordered it that sells greenhouses. It was the wrong size or something, or someone didn't take it. I don't know the circumstances, and they needed rid of it. And so we gladly went and put in, we drove an hour, and then we put in the time to load all of this metal up. We had to get some more metal and a little bit of wood around the sides. We had to get the tarp, but we came out so cheap on this thing. And you can see that is about 450 of them in there right now. It could hold way more than that. There's really not even any down there in the sun at this moment on that end. So this thing is gonna serve us for years and years to come. And it took very little money, but a lot of effort. Sometimes your hardest work turns out to be either your most memorable or your most profitable or your most worthwhile. And that is what this corral represents to us. We're super proud of this corral, but if you've been with us for a while, if you've been with us for the long haul here on YouTube, you know that we worked hard and we put in the time and effort with just what we had on hand. When I think about where we started just a few years ago, I look back and I thank the good Lord that He protected us through rickety equipment. Lane, do you remember the first time after we got the big herd of cows that we worked cows? Mm-hmm. What do you think about, like, with our old setup? What comes to mind?
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. I was worried for this guy right here because he is the one, him and Ben both. Emily and I, we work hard, but we are more cautious and careful when we do things. They just see a need that needs to be done and they just jump in there and do it regardless of the danger to them. Do you remember our old alleyway before we got this? We're super thankful for this sweep tub, let me just say that. We love this new equipment, but it's not always been that way here at our farm. Do you remember that old alleyway and those panels when we try to work that new herd of cows when we got the big herd?
Yeah, they were falling apart. We had them ratchet strapped together. Some of them are still kind of like that.
It's true. We didn't completely replace the entire corral. So over on that side, there are still some leaning. When the cows would run up the alleyway, I think they did actually bust it open one time, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
And got out. I know they busted the pen open, the holding pen. Remember that? And we're just out, and we had mixed up what we worked and what we hadn't worked. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And we were here by ourselves?
We were vaccinating.
We were vaccinating, so we didn't even know who was vaccinated, who wasn't. It was like day one, and well, I know I cried. It was tough going from very few animals to a lot, but we're super thankful for this. What do you think is our number one thing that has helped us so far? Now, we haven't like reached the level of success, but what do you think's helped us be successful several years into this of having all these animals?
Hard work.
You think hard work?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think. I think of all the days we came out here and we sweated, we bled, like literally.
Today.
Yeah.
Very, very hot.
Emily's behind the camera. You've bled multiple times, I know.
Definitely.
Blood, sweat, and tears definitely comes into play when we talk about where we started with the cows. And I don't think we'd be where we are if it wasn't for hard work, because it sure hadn't been profitable up to this point.
Nope.
But we're getting there. So the point of all this is you may not have the same setup, you may not have the same opportunities as us, you may not have the same tools to be able to do all that I've mentioned today, but this video, don't miss the point of it, is not about you pulling off exactly what we have. It's about you living and fulfilling your dream, whatever that might be. Just like Jason from Cog Hill said, he said, you can. And that's what I want to get across to you guys. You can. Whether that's writing a book, whether that's losing the weight you want to lose, whether that's building a schooner for 1,000 chicks and making a meat business, whether that's picking up a camera and starting a YouTube channel, you can do it, guys. I promise you can. I believe in you. None of us that are doing YouTube thought we could do it when we started. I promise you. And if they did, they might not have even made it very far, because arrogance comes and shows up and shows out at some point. So most of us, I guarantee you, are just people who wanted to, number one, and put in the hard work to stick with it. And we are by no means a big channel, super big and crazy successful like some, but it's success to us. It's way beyond our wildest dreams of what we ever thought we would have. And it's simply come by showing up and hard work. You have to show up, you have to keep, if it's videos, you have to keep putting out videos. If you feel like no one's watching and you get down on yourself and you think, nobody likes me or whatever, you still gotta show up. You gotta make those videos, because there are people watching you and there are people that find value in you. And so I encourage you guys, no matter what your dream is, get out there and start chasing it. We only have so much time in this life. And I promise you guys, you can. Whatever it is, you can. And I just want to see you do it. I want you to email me and tell me about what it is you're doing and how we can encourage you and lift you up. I thank y'all for watching this. I hope that you also are on your own path to living out your dreams, because no one's stopping you but you. And there's lots of things that you can accomplish that don't take money. They just take your willingness to get in there, get down, get dirty, use the energy that you do have and the health that's been given to you, whatever measure that is, and accomplish it, because I believe in you. You can do it. And I just love and appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching and supporting our channel. Thank you to everyone who's ordered Harvest Guard lids. Y'all blew my mind. Thank you so much. I encourage you, if that was helpful to you, will you share that video, maybe on your social media or wherever? We would truly, truly appreciate it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless.